Good evening, everyone. It is a packed week in terms of earnings. Apologies, this video is coming a bit later than scheduled. I've been up and down, and I'm only just settling in to record the video. I do this every Sunday evening, where I just preview what I'm going to be watching on the Nigerian market in the coming week ahead. Criteria for the list: technical reasons, highs, lows, range trading, large trading volumes, stocks with corporate actions. A corporate action is simply an announcement by a firm. Could be board appointment, results, board meeting notice, post meeting notice. In this case, it is earnings season. Earnings season, the period when you have lots of companies releasing their financial results. Most companies on the exchange are running January to December financial calendars. So you're going to be having H1 2025 numbers that is for the first 6 months of 2025: January, February, March, April, May, June. In this case, Q1 numbers, as January to March numbers, are out. What we will be expecting are Q2 numbers for the months of April, May, June. And obviously, they will be combined together and you're going to have numbers for the 6 months all together. Please note, this is not investment or trading advice. Now, Zenith, GTCO, UBA, all in play. Zenith crossed 70 naira last week, closed above, just above that, I think. Will it push higher or will it push lower? Let's wait and see. UBA, news of a rise issue came out sometime last week. Stock pulled back a bit. Will it push higher or will it stay? Because right now, I think the rights issue is around 50 naira, so stock is trading below that. So some people might decide, hey, maybe I'm going to forgo my rights, but let's see what the market reaction will be. GTCO hit 100 naira range, I think, last week, then pulled back. Stock should be range trading this week. I mean, moving from between the mid 90s to 100, pullback, depending on where the price is at in London. FCMB, Fidelity, and First Holdco all traded large volumes last week. We should get some clarity this week as to who were the buyers of those shares. The broad banking sector, CBN, Central Bank of Nigeria, has its monetary policy committee meeting this week. Expectations are for interest rates to be left unchanged or cut. If interest rates are cut, that means that banks would have to, I mean, it's positive for banks and negative for banks, depending on how you look at it. Lower interest rates mean that they pay lower on deposits. Now, ideally, lower interest rates mean that interest rates charged on loan or interest rates on loans will be lower, but in reality, that never happens. So let's see how it goes. Lafarge Africa H1 2025 results. Management will be holding a board meeting to consider those on Monday. Results could follow shortly after. Dangote Sugar, same as well. Board meeting on Monday to consider H1 25 results. Results could follow shortly after. Berger Paints, board meeting on Tuesday to consider these H1 numbers. Results should follow shortly after. Okomo Oil Palm, this is a firm that I'm sure a lot of players in the financial markets will be watching. It's rallied in the last couple of weeks, and people want to see when these numbers will be out, what's the performance like. If they beat expectation, we could see a further rally. Who knows? Probably hits the 1,000 naira mark. That would be quite remarkable. So the initiates is in the waste disposal space. Board meeting on Tuesday to consider H1 numbers. Results should follow shortly after. Africa Prudential, United Capital. I put these two together because you might say they all have some form of common ownership, in the sense that Tony Lumelu, who's a popular banking billionaire, has stakes in these firms, and they all work closely together. Board meetings to consider H1 numbers will hold. United Capital Board meets July 24. That's Thursday. Africa Prudential meets Friday, July 25. What people will be watching out for are the dividends. Would they maintain interim dividends paid last year, or would they go higher as well? International Breweries, Champion Breweries, two of the three listed or three major listed brewers on the exchange, the other being Guinness. And we'll be holding board meetings to consider H1 2025 results. And please note, as always, that I have a limited time I can do this video. So if you don't have, I can cover all the companies in this video. If there are other stocks I have not mentioned here, as the results come, I would cover them in the daily market report and all that. So please note that as well. I'm also looking at the numbers. Guinness will be having a board meeting on Thursday as well to consider results for the quarter ending June. So Transcorp Hotels, Transcorp Power, they will be having board meetings Thursday and Friday respectively. Eyes will be on them for the dividends. Will they pay higher interim dividends, or will they maintain the same interim dividends, or will they drop the dividends? Airtel Africa, this is a company I'll be watching out for. It's one of the three major telcos in the country, one of the two listed entities, telcos on the NGX, at least in this case, major telco players. Also one of the few dual listed firms, listed in London, listed on the Nigerian market as well. Results will be out Thursday. Management will hold an earnings call. Fingers crossed, I should be on that call. Dangote Cement, Boa Cement, both having board meetings on Friday to consider H1 2025 results. Those results may follow shortly after, a few days after as well. Two of the big players in the cement space will be meeting on Friday to consider results. The other being Lafarge. Vitafoam will be meeting on Friday to consider Q3 numbers. Results could follow shortly after as well. Maya Paints also meeting on Friday. Ellah Lakes has an EGM. This stock has been in the bullseye, so to speak, last couple of days. They will be holding an extraordinary general meeting on Friday. Company will be seeking shareholder approval to raise 250 billion in equity. According to the notice of the meeting, funds to be raised are for an acquisition. For more content, check out greenticketails.com. The slides will be on the Green Ticker Tales LinkedIn page. And do have yourself a great trading week ahead.